It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Barrett. And you won't be hearing any of that here.
I want a cowboy and a cowboy in a Cadillac. I had an Italian in a Maserati. Thought he was a real hottie. Yeah, I had that. I had a California boy in a GTO, all dressed up and ready to go. Yeah, I had that. Ain't looking back at where I've been. Gotta get back in the saddle again. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac with snakeskin boots and a bottle of Jack. Yeah, that's what I need. I want the top down and the radio on. That cowboy singing cowboy songs. Yeah, that's what I want. Come on. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac. Ain't looking back at where I've been. Gotta get back in the saddle again. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac with snakeskin boots and a bottle of Jack. Yeah, that's what I need. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac with real tight jeans and a Stetson hat. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac. Come on. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac. Right on, boys. Yeah, that's what I need. I want a cowboy in a Cadillac.
Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Barrett. And there you go. That is Chelsea Bain and her latest tune. That is Cowboy in a Cadillac. I'm playing that one on the radio that I work at, and it's getting pretty positive response. So there you go. Her previous tune, James Dean, was getting some pretty good response too. She's got her own kind of like delivery and her own kind of style, a little rocking, definitely. See a lot of pictures of Chelsea in like leather jackets and things like that. She's a tough girl. She can handle herself. Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Barrett. And again, thanks for hanging out and joining me. And we're doing Girl Power. Girl Power. I'm sorry. We're just doing Girl Power episode. Pretty much, it's the best way to describe it. All ladies today. All the lovely ladies. Jessica Lynne going to be our special guest. Coming up with a couple of big tunes from her as well. So stick around for that. Right now, Courtney Rowe. R-A-U. I'm going to go with Rowe. I don't know. Here's Courtney. I'm learning more about these artists that I'm playing as well, too. So no worries, everybody. Can't be perfect like me all the time. But Courtney, again, is a young up-and-coming artist. This is only her second song that she's ever released to country radio and to the media. This is called Click, and it's right here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
You saw me, and from that moment I knew that's all that it took was one little look from you. It was over, I was done. I guess it must be love, 'cause we click like a high heel shoe, tapping on the wood floor to someone singing ooh, click. The fingers snapping to the beat of a kick drum, humming to a good tune, and baby, I hope it sticks. We just click. My heart, it skipped when hello fell off your lips, and I tried to hide it, but you can't hide something like this, 'cause it was over, I was done. I guess it must be love, 'cause we click like a high heel shoe, tapping on a wood floor to someone singing ooh, click. Like fingers snapping to the beat of a kick drum, humming to a good tune, and baby, I hope it sticks, 'cause we just click. Look at what we found, no more looking around. I got everything I need right here, right now. 'Cause we click like a high heel shoe, tapping on a wood floor to someone singing ooh, click. Like fingers snapping to the beat of a kick drum, humming to a good tune, click. Like a lock on a door, shut so tight, but that was before, click. Like putting on a seatbelt, me riding shotgun, something like I never felt. Yeah, I hope it sticks. Yeah, we just click, 'cause we just click.
Like us on Facebook.
Are you on Facebook or Twitter?
At facebook.com/offthebeatenpath.
Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
I've forgotten what it feels like to breathe. It's like this town has locked me in, and I can't find the key. Let me breathe. Oh, I wanna breathe.
Off the Beaten Path podcast, me, Ben Merritt, and that was Kaylin's Rain and Outta Here. Now, Kaylin's Rain isn't necessarily all girls. It's a girl and a guy, but I'm still including it because that was darn good. That was very good, actually. So, Kaylin's Rain here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with their tune Outta Here. Ben Merritt taking you through some brand new country music that you may or may not have ever heard of before, but hopefully by the end of this, you're going to go, hey, you know what? I really like that. And I'm going to give that a shot. And maybe that's my new favorite country band. Who knows? A songstress may pluck your heartstring this evening. Hey, they're all pretty. Pretty. Oh, geez. Insert foot in mouth. Anyway, previous guest on the old podcast, Gwen Sebastian's got a new tune out. It's called Annie's New Gun. And here it is. This is Gwen Sebastian on Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt.
It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday, but there's more where he came from. Time for Randy to get a new gun. I'm on a mission, want some attention. Thinking back, oh Lord, he was lame. Oh, look out, ladies, I'm kinda crazy. I'm looking for a boy who's got good aim, knows how to love me. Bang, bang. It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday, but there's more where he came from. Time for Andy to get a new gun. Shut up and listen. I need some kissing, just enough to get me through the night. Oh, pull the trigger, make me shiver. Don't you move, I've got you in my sight. Show me what you got. Oh my. It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday, but there's more where he came from. Time for Randy to get a new gun. Oh yeah. So you like my hair and you like my smile. I remind you of when the West was wild. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Hold me tight and hold your breath. Come on, baby, cowboy up. Give it a shot, it might be love. And he gonna get a brand new gun. And he gonna get a brand new gun. It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday. By the time the night is done, and he gonna get a brand new gun. It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday, but there's more where he came from. Time for Randy to get a new gun. Wow, wow. Time for Annie to get a new gun. Time for Annie to get a new gun. You look like you could be the one. Time for Annie to get a new gun. It's alright, it's okay. My boyfriend left me yesterday.
Find out who your friends are.
Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/offthebeatenpath. And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast. Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. And again, it's always a privilege and an honor, and I love doing this stuff. The reason why I started this show is because, yeah, there's Tim McGraw, yeah, there's Taylor Swift, yeah, there's Jason Aldean, but there are artists out there that you've never heard of that are just as good, if not better, and it's just that they're just getting started. And I've got one such member of the country music world on the phone with me right now, Jessica Lynne. Jessica, how are you?
Well, hi, Ben. I'm doing great. How are you?
Have you ever heard your name in the same sentences as Jason Aldean, Tim McGraw, and Taylor Swift before?
Only Tim McGraw. The other two, they're new for me.
I think I'm going to have to ask that story a little bit later on, but I have heard you. Well, I've read you compared to a former ex-girlfriend of mine with a little bit of Miranda Lambert in there, and I think when we actually get to play in the tunes, people will recognize that, I think.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Big inspiration for me.
Well, very cool. Before we get too far, before we start actually getting in depth into the interview, Jessica, I didn't warn you about these because I kind of ran through what we're going to do here, but I didn't tell you that we've got icebreaker questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody answers these, and I need to come up with a better question for the second one for season 2, but for now, it's what it is. Question number 1 is, where are you right now? And be as specific as you want to be. You don't have to tell me GPS coordinates or anything like that.
Okay, that's cool. I'm in my bedroom, looking out the window at the beautiful northwest sunshine.
Well, and that's the thing is, we're recording in the evening time. Technically, for me, it's dark where I'm at in northern Wisconsin, and you are on the West Coast, so you still have a couple hours of sun before.
Yes, we do. well, I mean, sometimes we do. I guess it rains a lot here, so having the sunshine here is a marvelous thing.
Yeah, it's, well, I won't say depressing, but at least you don't have negative 20 degrees like we've had over the winter here, so.
Oh, yeah, no, we've had a good solid 40 all year round.
See, I'm jealous of that, that's for sure, so. Oh, all right. And Jessica, question number 2, and again, be as specific as you want because we all know that we can multitask while we're on the phone. What, besides talking to me right now, are you doing?
Oh, my God, I'm opening my mail. That's so funny. How did you know?
Again, everyone can multitask while they're on the phone.
Yep.
And I always reference this one. It was earlier on in the year when I had just started. I think it was like my 4th episode maybe. Okay. Uncle Snap from the Lax, which is a country hip hop band that's affiliated with Colt Ford and Average Joe's. Uncle Snap called me like 15 minutes late for the interview, and I was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I called late. I'm actually underneath my sink right now because right before I was going to call you, I went to go get a glass of water to have for the interview, and as I turned the faucet, the pipe burst."
Oh my God!
So he was like,
that's probably the best answer you've gotten to that question
so far. Yeah, and yeah, so far that was the best one. I've had a couple other ones where they were like, "We're wrapping up band practice," or yeah. We're on the road to a gig. I mean, those are the common answers. But I like the household ones. Like opening the mail. Somebody else was like, "I'm sitting on the patio drinking a cup of coffee, watching my dog." Stuff like that. So. But it's always kind of fun to get inside the real life of a country music artist. So
yeah,
there you go.
For sure.
All right. Now, Jessica, reading your bio, you're from kind of a place that's not necessarily country music heavy, and I'm talking born and currently living in. You were born and raised in Denmark, and now you found a new home in Seattle, Washington.
Yep. That is very true.
Yeah. So what brought you to Seattle? Like, I mean, did you find country music once you got to Seattle, or did you just decide, Nashville, I can do that later on. I'm going to enjoy the Pacific Northwest for a while before I move there?
No, I mean, my dad lives in the Seattle area and has. So when I was a kid, I traveled back and forth. So for me, it was like an easy choice to move here to the Northwest because, I had family here and I had a support network. So it was supposed to be a stepping stone. Mm-hmm. My initial thought.
From Denmark to Nashville, or
no? Yeah, or from Denmark to wherever I'm going.
Okay. I guess
on the road is where I see myself in a few years.
Yeah, touring is pretty much going to be a gypsy lifestyle for anybody, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, you at least have to be ready for it.
Yeah,
so,
and
I am.
Now you're kind of doing the regional shows at the moment, right? You're in Oregon and Washington and all that.
Yep. Yeah, we're taking over. We're taking over the Northwest first.
Yeah, find a good
branch out from there.
Find a good solid fan base there in the Northwest, even in Northern California, definitely. And I think you could probably bounce off anywhere from there. So
hopefully, I mean, one of the things that I was told when I just got here, asking advice from seasoned artists, was, own your hometown first. And I was just, oh, okay. And since I now think of Seattle as my hometown. I was like, all right, well, here we go. I just got to work my hometown until I make enough ripples or enough ripples in the sand, or in the water, enough noise to expand. So
Well,
that's what I'm doing.
from what I've heard, you're making some pretty big ripples, that's for sure. You've opened up for a couple of national artists, Katie Armiger being one of them. I've met Katie. She's a fantastic person. She's got great talent, and I'm sure she can spot great talent. So,
yep. And one of my favorite moments was opening for Radney Foster, because he was one of the CDs that I wore out in the '90s. That was a great experience too.
definitely touching classic country back on Radney Foster. That's definitely a good place to find a foothold. Kind of get his ear listening to you. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got the EP now, and we're going to talk about how you got the EP out there and kind of how it came to life. But I want to talk about it specifically. It's called Spiritual Cowgirl, and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I didn't do any country music back in Denmark. I had a really hard time in getting anyone together to play it, and so I didn't start presenting my own music until I got to the States. And as I started over here, I met up with the producer, Kevin Jones, out of Turn Studios, and he helped me create this 4-song EP called Spiritual Cowgirl. And I put it out in November of 2011. So it has definitely kicked down some doors for me. I'm still very, very proud of it. And I bring it with me everywhere. So I still use it as a calling card. I'm very happy with how that turned out.
Yeah, I think in the world of music, any music, whether it be rock and roll, hip-hop, country music, polka, anything, your business card is a CD. Nobody wants to know your cell phone number. They want to hear what you sound like.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
It's definitely a good thing that you got that out there. And again, it was kind of an interesting, fun way, and this being an internet-based show, we'll talk about how you got that album put out. But first, tell us a little bit about that first song that came off of it, the song Wheels. I love that song. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, this is the one that I think is going to make a lot of people think Miranda Lambert on it.
Yeah. The song Wheels, actually, the first single was not Wheels.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter, because the way I see it, when you put out an EP of 4 songs, then they're all singles.
Yeah, they should all be single quality, yeah.
Exactly, because it's kind of like the 4 songs that you would then pull out of an album and make singles. Those are the ones that should be on an EP. So that's what I have. And Wheels, I particularly like because it's dustier and a little bit more rocking. It kind of shows my rocking side. When I perform live, I'm pretty kick-ass. I have a lot of energy, and I jump around a lot, and Wheels is a good song to do that too. And I like singing it because I can really belt it, and it's a fun song to sing, and it's my original influence for that song was actually Bon Jovi's Blaze of Glory.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't even a country song I was trying to emulate. Sort of a southern rock thing.
Well, Bon Jovi's done his time in country music as well, working with Sugarland on a couple things.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's true. Well, they did a duet recently, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Funny. Mm-hmm.
But I want to reiterate to a few people out there that maybe know a little bit about late 80s, early 90s country music. This is not a cover of Restless Heart's Wheels. This is a completely new song that you put together.
Right. I wrote the song.
Right.
I wrote all the songs on my EP, and the single that is out that is out now. I wrote all those songs. So they're Jessica Lynne originals.
All right. So here it is. This is it. We're going to listen to it right now, and then we're going to come back, and we'll do a little bit more interview, okay? So stick around, Jessica. But right now, here it is. This is Wheels off of Spiritual Cowgirl. Jessica Lynne on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
SUV, never coming back again. Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. She got them spinning around on the dirt road. He'll be eating her dust before he knows. Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. She's got a bundle of money that she's been saving for a rainy day, and it might as well be raining when he's treating her this way. She should be teaching him a lesson, and she really ought to make him pay. But she won't waste another minute when he won't learn it anyway. Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. She got them spinning around on a dirt road. He'll be eating her dust before he knows. Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. Oh Lord, look at them wheels turn. She's got a fire in her heart and some rubber to burn, and she's passing the point of no return. Oh Lord, look at the wheels turn. Now that she knows she can set her heart free, and she's better off. She can set her mind at Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. She got them spinning around on a dirt road. He'll be eating her dust before he knows. Oh Lord, look at them wheels go. Oh Lord, look at them wheels turn. She's got a fire in her heart and some rubber to burn, and she's passing the point of no return. Oh Lord, look at them wheels turn. Oh Lord, look at them wheels turn. Oh Lord, look at them wheels turn.
So there you go, Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. There is the first single that we're going to hear off the Spiritual Cowgirl EP from the lovely lady that we've got on the line, Jessica Lynne. Jessica, how are you?
I'm good, Ben.
You chuckled.
How are you?
You're chuckling.
You call me lovely.
I
Very sweet.
I appreciate you calling me sweet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I want to be complimentary because I feel like I'm introducing you to people, and I don't want to just kind of go, well, here's Jessica. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up?
It's very nice to be cordial and things like that when you're introducing someone to somebody.
Oh, of course.
So Jessica, I love doing this stuff. I love being the person that gets to introduce people to the world, new country music artists and things like that. But the thing is, I've been scooped. I'm not introducing I'm not introducing you to people. There are people out there that already know and love and want more of your music, because that whole spiritual EP or Spiritual Cowgirl EP that we just heard the tune Wheels off of, it was not privately funded. You didn't, work at a restaurant or whatever it is to fund that album. that was crowdfunded. There are people out on Kickstarter that helped you put that album together, right?
Yes, there were. That was the biggest blessing, the most, it was an amazing experience and one of the biggest blessings I've ever had in my life. And the thing is, when you do a crowdfunding thing like this, it's, especially when you don't have anything, when you don't have anything out yet. I had no idea whether or not this was going to work, if anybody was going to support me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, with the Kickstarter, it's all or nothing. So if you don't reach your goal, you basically fall flat on your face. So it was, I mean, I just, I said my prayers and I put it out there, and I was blown away by people's generosity and how many people wanted to see me succeed with this with this debut EP of mine. It was amazing. It was funded over 200%. So
wow,
of my goal, yeah. So it was very, very, very generous people, large and small donations of every sort, and it was from friends, family, people from Denmark who just follow what I'm doing, and I think one of the biggest things that I did that helped that become a success was that. And within the first year, I believe I played like 40 shows, which was a lot for my first year of performing.
That's a lot for, just starting off.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I networked a lot. I was out a lot and made a lot of good connections and met a lot of great people. And I think that was the key to my success right there. And it still is.
Yeah, networking is probably the most important thing in music. And they say the music is the most important thing. It's like, yeah, but eventually you'll work through whatever you got, and somebody will like it somewhere. It's just you got to meet that person that'll like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way I see it, you turn people to your music one at a time. And if there's one person at a show, well, then that's my audience right there.
There you go.
So it doesn't matter if you have 10 people or 10,000 people. It's still the same. You give the same kind of energy to a show.
I think that means Jessica Lynne is looking to book your backyard barbecue come this summer. All right.
Sure.
They'll be the most loyal barbecuers you'll ever find, though.
Sounds great.
All right.
I'm in.
There you go. So obviously with being on Kickstarter, and I've been to your website, it's a phenomenal website, just lots of information on your website. It means that the internet is very important to you, as it is to my show, being on a podcast. So we have hit that portion of the show. This is the Pimp Yourself portion. Jessica, tell us how to get in touch, how fans can become super fans and follow your every move on the internet. All
right. Well, first and foremost, there's my website. It's jessica-lynne.com. And I have a blog in there, so if you want to know all my weird midnight babbles, then that's where you can read that. You gotta be a super fan for that.
Blogging is so interesting to me because it's literally just like, I thought of this today. And
yeah. Exactly what I do. It's really boring. Go read it. And then Facebook is where I'm most active, I will say. So facebook.com/Jessica Lynne Music. And Lynne is spelled Lynne.
There you go. So do you have like Instagram and all that too, or working up to that
same
still?
handle, Jessica Lynne Music. And my Twitter is weird because they don't have enough characters to do that. So it's Jessica_Lynne_.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, well, you can link to all those things from my website as well. So that would be the first place to go.
All right, so head on over to the website. Again, there's lots of stuff on the website. As a matter of fact, you can listen to some of the music, too, over there.
You sure can.
So, all right. Well, Jessica, it's been a lot of fun talking to you, but you're not done just yet. You got to tell us about the new single, Calling Me Home. It's brand new, basically just released it not too long ago, correct?
Right. It was released on February 24th, and I wrote that song right when I moved to the Northwest because I had this amazing experience of coming home and feeling like I found where I belong. And I think a lot of people feel that way about their homes, or can recognize that call toward where they belong. So it's transcendent, but I wrote it about the Great Northwest. So it's out on iTunes and all those regular places. You can buy it straight off my website, and I have a music video coming up for it as well.
Very cool.
Yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
Excited about it.
That's. I think that's the first I'm hearing about it, so I'm going to go ahead and claim it as an Off the Beaten Path podcast exclusive.
There you go. Sounds great.
News of a Jessica Lynne music video for Calling Me Home. But obviously, before we see the video, we got to hear the tune. So, Jessica, do you want to intro your own song?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Okay. This is Jessica Lynne, and the song is called Calling Me Home.
And it's calling my name. I can hear it as I try to remember, but I try to forget. It gets louder. It's calling me home to a place out west. Through every window on its long, lonely quest, penetrates every thought and every whisper. As I try to ignore it and I try to suppress, it gets louder, it's calling me home. So I take this wheel and I turn it 360 degrees till I feel the whole world move beneath me. I'm almost there. As it gets louder, it's calling me home to a place out west. No, I don't need directions and I won't need a map. I just go where this restless heart takes me. With the strongest of spirits in my heart, pounding my chest, it gets louder, it's calling me home. So I take this wheel and I turn it 360 degrees till I feel the whole world move beneath me. I'm almost there. As it gets louder and louder, the closer I get. I see signs that I'm close, but I ain't there yet. I'm on my way. I can turn any corner, I can turn a new leaf, I can fight any battle I'm faced with, but I can't shake the power that it has over me. It gets louder, it's calling me home, and I take this wheel and I turn it 360 degrees till I feel the whole world move beneath me. I'm almost there. As it
Anybody got a computer?
Be sure to find Off the Beaten Path on the internet,
Country radio on my computer.
on Facebook,
Internets.
and Twitter.
Full moon is shining like a spotlight. I could just sit and listen to you talking all night. When you whisper, yeah, baby, when you lean in, I get a crazy, crazy good kind of feeling. It's like aiming from the back of the choir, sweet home of freedom underneath the tires. Kick back, sitting by the crackling fire, strumming them guitar strings like an old song on the radio that you grew up to and everybody knows. Rushing of the water when the river rolls, winding wild and free. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound so good to me. Like a melody. Baby, you sound good to me. Tell me all of your stories. Don't you leave nothing out, 'cause baby, I ain't in a hurry. Every little thing you say got a real nice ring to it. The way it rolls off your lips, and oh, when you give me that kiss, it's like aiming from the back of the choir, sweet home of freedom underneath the tires. Kick back, sitting by a crackling fire, strumming them guitar strings like an old song on the radio that you grew up to and everybody knows. Rushing of the water when the river rolls, winding wild and free. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound so good to me. Like a melody. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound so good to me. Like a melody, baby. Like aiming from the back of the choir, sweet home of freedom underneath the tires. Kick back, sitting by a crackling fire, strumming them guitar strings like an old song on the radio that you grew up to and everybody knows. Rushing of the water when the river rolls, winding wild and free. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound so good to me. Like a melody. Baby, you sound good. Baby, you sound good to me. Baby, you sound so good to me. Like a melody. Baby, you sound good to me.
Off the Beaten Path podcast, me, Ben Merritt, and there's Lucy Hale. Yes, that Lucy Hale. Pretty Little Liars. Was it The Privileged, American Juniors, TV's Lucy Hale, in other words. And that was You Sound So Good to Me. Yeah, she's doing pretty good, actually, in country music. I'm going to have to go ahead and applaud her. Let's see. Expecting some full music from her. Probably give it a couple of months into 2014. Not speak on that one because it's a question mark. Anyway, Lucy Hale going to have a good chance here in the world of country music, especially seeing how she's got some pipes on her, too, that's for sure. Oh, Ben Merritt taking you through some brand new country music. And again, speaking of some pipes, Jessica Lynne, there you go. Good for her. She's killing it. But yes, Jessica Lynne, thank you very much for stopping by. And go check out her stuff, too. Even more of it, I should say, because she's got a whole album out there. All right, Natalie Stovall now. Natalie Stovall and The Drive. And baby, come on with it. This one's going to rock your socks off. Here it is on Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt.
Been a month-long week and a week-long day, feeling like a dog on a real short chain. Ooh, and if you're good to go, I'm game. Baby, come on with it. We can head on out where the kudzu grows. Beeline for the tree line on White Pine Road. Spend the PM cranking that AM radio. Baby, come on with it.
Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/offthebeatenpath.
Appreciate you. You're just so cool.
And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
Keys jingling in my hand. 3-inch heels on a hardwood floor. Rain falling on your nightstand. Windows rattle from a slamming door. That's the sound of a heart letting go. That's the sound of leaving. Baby, that's the sweet, sweet sound of freedom. Windows down on the open road, going where the white line's leading. Laughing, breathing, listening to the sound of freedom. Freedom, that's the sound. Birds singing in the yard. Gravel moving underneath my feet, my feet. Revving engine in a worn out car. Burning rubber on a blacktop street, yeah. That's the sound of a heart letting go. That's the sound of leaving. Baby, that's the sweet, sweet sound of freedom. Windows down on the open road, going where the white line's leading. Laughing, breathing, listening to the sound of freedom. Freedom, that's the sound. I put my feelings in one little note. The silence that you'll hear when you get home. That's the sound of a heart letting go. That's the sound of leaving. Baby, that's the sweet, sweet sound. Windows down on the open road, going where the white line's leading. Laughing, breathing, listening to the sound of freedom. Freedom, that's the sound. I'm singing freedom, freedom, that's the sound. I'm singing freedom.
Off the Beaten Path Podcast, me, Ben Merritt, and there's Sarah Beth off the Anything is Possible album, and that's the sound. That's the sound of leaving. Not yet. I'm not done yet. Here on this girl power episode of the Off the Beaten Path Podcast. Jessica Lynne was our special guest, and actually it's perfect because you can't have a girl power episode of the podcast without previous guests and queens of girl power, North 40. North 40's brand new one right here. Here it is. Tell me something good. It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast. Me, Ben Merritt.
There's something wrong. I just take it on and get a handle on it. But when nothing's right, it feels like I might be losing my grip. I like hearing about the day's events, but if I could give you my 2 cents, sometimes it's more than I can stand when it keeps hitting the fan. It's been a long time
Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt, and there you go. North 40 and the Queens of Girl Power. Literally, couldn't do a Girl Power episode without including those two lovely ladies. Again, thank you for them being on, what was that, a couple months ago. Wow, it's almost been a year, guys. Have you realized that? Because I'm starting to realize it, and it's just... As a matter of fact, I think we're only like 3 episodes away from my technical 1-year anniversary. The end of March will be my 1 year. So anyway, I got big plans for that one. That's going to be a really fun, really kind of cool episode centered around folk, bluegrass, underground stuff. So stick around for that one. That's going to be amazing. Speaking of folky bluegrass, next week's episode, Zach Joseph going to be our guest. Thank you to this week's episode's guest, Jessica Lynne, for being sure to make some time for me. She was out on the West Coast, so she literally had to figure out her time. She was like, what time am I supposed to, with the math, carry the 2, daylight savings time, got to include. So again, thank you to Jessica Lynne for being here on the episode. And thank you for finding us here on Off the Beaten Path podcast. Again, taking time to learn about some brand new country music out there and expanding your knowledge. And, hearing the fresh word in country music here on Off the Beaten Path podcast. Again, next week, Zach Joseph. Be ready for that one. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, other than that, that's going to be it. If you want, and I hope you want, to spread the word about your favorite country music artist that maybe nobody else knows about, email it to me. Off the Beaten Path podcast can be found at otbppodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Off the Beaten Path podcast, and on Twitter at OTBP podcast. I know, 2 P's in there. I get it. Anyway, so spread the love, spread the sound. And again, be sure to, spread the word about the podcast as well. I appreciate it. We're coming up on a year. It's been a good one so far. Let's make it even better. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt. See ya.